Just days after Eugenie smiled beside Charles at the King's Trust Gala, reports emerged that William has ordered a full ethics audit of her finances. The message? Proximity to the throne will not save you. Not when you've ever whispered to Harry. Not even when you're wearing the charity badge. It's a purge disguised as housekeeping, and Eugenie just felt the wind change. So let's talk about Eugenie, the one royal who has quietly moved from Harry's side to William's and still ended up the next name on his list. Last week, on November the 11th, Eugenie opened the King's Trust Mentors brunch in Soho. She gave a speech about mentoring young artists, smiled for the cameras, talked about how her job at the gallery shaped her. King Charles wasn't in the room, but this was his charity, his foundation, and she was front and centre. The photos showed her looking calm, professional, even sort of useful. 3 days later, the palace asked her and Beatrice to hand over full financial records, trusts, property, anything linked back to Andrew. Prince William didn't announce it. He didn't need to. An ethics review is already running. If anything looks wrong, titles go. Not Harry's, not Meghan's, well, not yet anyway, but Eugenie's. It isn't new for her to help. Back in June, she joined a panel supporting William's Earthshot work, spoke about plastic waste, shared the stage without drama. Harry saw it online. Insiders say that he texted her, but she didn't answer. So that's how far apart they are now. She's even started showing up at state events where Catherine appears, but no evil stares, no elbowing Catherine out of the way, just quiet cooperation. And still, the next morning she wakes up to whispers. Andrew's out, but so might you be. Remember when she was the bridge? Soho House nights, the same friends and the same bars. She knew Marcus Anderson before Meghan did. And there's even suggestions that he's her half-brother. But that's a totally different story, which I will do for the Vault membership. She went to Montecito in 2022 and stayed in their spare room and brought her boys. She defended them when papers said they were faking tears. Then Andrew's Epstein files surfaced again, Fergie's name dragged in, and suddenly Eugenie isn't texting back. She's in Portugal half the year, in a villa an hour from where Harry just bought property. Not a coincidence. But she's not going to California. She's not leaving Jack. She's staying loyal to the one place that can still hurt her. They've been begging her to come to California because they need her support. On November the 7th, after the title strip hit Andrew, she and Beatrice met outside Green Park, and cameras caught them. A lip reader broke it down for the Daily Mail. Beatrice said, "It's going to get harder," and Eugenie answered, "Everything is changing." Then Beatrice came back with, "We're in this together. We can't do anything." That last line is Beatrice's, but Eugenie nodded. She meant it. They were not plotting, they were accepting. So, why her? Not because she leaked anything that we can prove, not because she parted on Diddy's yacht. That was 20 years ago and nobody cared then. It's because William needs to look decisive. He cannot touch Harry without court battles and headlines, but he can touch Eugenie because she's family because she's low enough on the list that nobody screams unfair, and because once she chose the wrong cousin to stand next to. Right now, she lives between London, Portugal, and a quiet fear that Christmas invitations might not come. Fergie's moving to the Algarve with her full time, and Jack's tequila business keeps them solvent at the moment. But the title, Princess Eugenie, that stays only while Prince William lets it. If he pulls it, Harry won't get a speech written for him, Meghan won't get a lawsuit. Eugenie will just stop being princess on paper, and no one outside will notice, except her. That's what helping William looks like. Quiet praise, then paperwork, and then silence. She gave up one alliance to keep another, and the other isn't finished deciding if she's actually worth the position. So, a lot happening behind the scenes, and it appears that Prince William is even more ruthless than we realised. But he's playing this game of chess, the one that he took over from his grandmother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, and I think he's doing a great job. How about you? So, I shall be digging deeper into this, looking deeper into Eugenie and the whole thing, for a much deeper dive, talking about things that would need to be behind a paywall in my Vault channel. So, subscribe if you haven't already, like if you liked it, ding the bell for alerts for more of these videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.